Hey everyone, and welcome back to StarMade. We have made a little bit of progress since the last episode. I've been busy mining, crafting a little bit, trying to build at least the beginnings of the all the factory variations, just so we can cover all of our bases. And I do want to go over a little bit of that before we kind of jump into this episode. So what we have here, this is of course our basic factory. This is the first thing that we built, and then this is our kind of refinery. And from there, you go to a standard factory, which has completely different recipes than before. This actually is the only one that has your, I guess, your main weapons in terms of like cannons, missiles, things like that. It also has different hull variations, different hull colors, and armor. Things that really, this is kind of starting to get into more complicated things, even like shipyard cores, shield supply beams. Just a whole bunch of interesting stuff kind of in the standard factory. Over here, this is the advanced factory. This one has stuff like the best armor in the game that you can get on there. Usually it's like the crystal armor, things like that. It also has, what else? Kind of cool stuff. There's warp gates in here. There's shootout rails. Things to start building a fleet, scanner antennas, and turret docking modules. So that is what I've been doing in between episodes, besides just mining a little bit. And also, you'll notice that we have these extra boxes on top. These are factory enhancement modules, and what they do is they increase the productivity of each time that little bar goes across at the top here by 1. So when this ticks through, it's going to create 3 of the items that it was trying to create at once. This one's going to create 4, 3 there, and I believe 4 here. So that's going to increase the productivity by a lot, but also what it does is it increases the power consumption. So you'll notice that our reactor is a little bit bigger than before, a little bit more filled in, and it's completely stable at 25,000 capacity and 3,601 charge per second. No power concerns right now. Here's our faction modules here. So, you know, once we kind of name our faction and come up with something that we want to call it, I can go ahead and make the faction, claim this planet as our homeworld, and then start editing it. I already have the build block ready for when we start carving out large sections of the planet, trying to do some terraforming. An undetonator, so if we die, we spawn back here. And our block inventory, that is a pretty cool item. For those who haven't played StarMade for a while, the cargo units have been changed. So they used to just be a box that only held so much stuff. Now it's a box that connects to this modular system, and this modular system is these blocks here. And as the inventory fills up, you'll see that we have a little crate, and the other stuff that was there are gone. They're invisible blocks that you don't interact with until a crate spawns. And as your inventory becomes more and more full, little crates will spawn and stack up, basically representing your inventory space. I really like that system. I think that's a neat little thing to do, just to visualize how much you are going to be needing space-wise. And then also on ships, cargo space actually affects performance, so that's something to watch out for. You'll notice I stripped down our ship. It is bare bones right now, because what we're going to be doing, I crafted a little bit of stuff down there, and I want to expand the salvaging capabilities of the beginning ship that we started out with. It was a little tedious to build on, and really I should have upgraded it sooner, but I felt like I don't really enjoy building unrealistic things like these giant cubes with a whole bunch of weapon systems. I enjoy building aesthetically. The problem with that, of course, is it's not really the most efficient way to gather resources. So what we're going to be doing is laying out kind of a little bit more of a proper mining drill. I'm not going to call it a ship because it's not really going to probably look like one, especially since I don't have many decorative pieces to work with. I have some basic hulls here, and they're just gray. But I do have 200 salvage modules that we are going to be using. So best thing to do, my opinion, is to measure out your ship here. So let's see, which direction is this? Is this Z? Let's do 21 and boop. So I'm thinking it's going to be about that long in total. And what we're going to want to do is hopefully create some type of barrel here full of these salvage beams. And the salvage beam length that I'm going with is going to be, I think, 15. It's not really going to be the most, the best one that people are going to see by any means, but hopefully it will do its job. So there's those. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually fill in the gaps here with some cannons. And we're going to hook the cannons up to the salvage beam, and hopefully what that'll do is decrease the reload time. And if we can decrease the reload time enough, we can just simply almost have this thing up and running constantly. Okay, that ain't bad. Let's throw not some thrusters. I need the cannon barrels here. So it's going to be definitely a little bit more of a rough looking ship than some others that I built, but it will definitely perform. So that's definitely what we're looking for. So this is the barrel of the salvage beam. And if we go in here real quick, I need to drop a computer down actually. Let's put that. I think I can put that pretty much right there. Hit Shift and V. Shift V, what that'll do is allow you to connect things together as long as they're touching side by side. So it kind of assumes that you want this to be all part of the same module. And then we'll throw in our our cannon computer here. Do the same thing for the cannons. Okay. And then at that point we can go to the weapon tab here at the top and drop the cannon computer into the salvage computer. Now we're going to be adding more cannons to see if we can get this thing up there, but it looks like we're going to be, let's see, power consumption 6.4, tick rate 30, power usage coming soon. Don't have that at all, but I do want to see kind of the power consumption here. Yeah, it takes a nice little chunk. So what else we need to do? Obviously, we need to add some power generation on this thing. Let's grab, let's just go straight back along here. Delete this hull. We will just simply go to out. And at that point, just fill it up with some capacitors here. See if this thing can actually shoot without losing power. I think so. Now the question is, will it be able to fly without losing power, I think. That's the main concern. So we'll just throw on some thrusters here. That's a little too far back. And you can see it's basically just a platform. It is the ugliest thing that I've probably ever built. It's missing all of its armor. It's missing all of the aesthetics. This is what you would do when you design a ship generally. You can worry about the armor from the get-go, or you can also just go ahead and worry more so about the... Hold on, let me just do that. You can worry more so about the actual, say, functionality. So this is going pure functionality. This is nothing else. Okay, so we can move. The view is quite ridiculous. To fix that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab a camera. So I don't know if I should really bring this down to the surface, but really it's my only option. It's going to be pretty heavy and kind of hard to land, especially since I can't see anything. We'll just zoom out. I don't like doing this either. I don't like anything that has like a scrolled out third-person camera. I find it to be pretty cheaty. Okay, so we have landed, and let's see what it takes to build something here. Where to put our mesh? There it is. I need a camera. There we go. And alloyed metal mesh and Varrock capsule. So there's the metal mesh and Varrock capsule. Do we have that? No, we have a Varus capsule. So we may have to go buy a camera. That'll be probably the easiest to do, but also what I need to do is, I think we just need a little bit more thrusters. I don't know about you guys. There we go. So we'll get that producing. You can see how much this produces. Four thrusters, each tick across. The more enhancements you have, the higher it'll be. And what was that? Goodness sakes. Okay, so we're under attack by pirates right now. Why? Alright, we're gonna have to run. Let's grab our thrusters real quick. Deactivate that. Quickly get into the ship. Quickly. Okay, off we go. Flee! Okay, that's not gonna be good if we get hit right now. Yeah, we got red targets in the area. We're gonna have to run away. Okay, so we are gaining distance on them. This thing looks mighty ridiculous. And there's a shop down there, so we can buy a camera. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Come on, get this hulk of an interior pointed in the right direction. We're still getting chased by something. I don't know what it is. It looks like one of my old ship designs. It's an LF X12-0. Is that one of mine? It might not be one of mine. I don't know what that is. But it's shooting at me. LF is what I named my light fighters in the previous build series. Oh, I should have put cannons on this thing. I mean, we have cannons, but we don't have cannons too. Tell you what, it's actually turning around now. We will go to the shop, buy that module real quick. Okay, it's coming back. He's like coming towards us and away from us. It's very strange indeed. I mean, he's not really hitting us too much right now. In fact, he's kind of shooting at the tower. Let's go to shop. Camera. Buy. Cool. Okay. Bye. Off we go. Time to leave. Kind of wish we had a warp drive or something as well. That would be pretty handy to escape from these bastard pirates. Okay. Now, I don't know why they attacked. It might be random. It might be because I'm building a larger ship than what I previously had. They could have also come from one of the bases nearby, because we did go exploring. So there's a pirate station right here, and as our planet orbits around, it could come in contact with them. There's a derelict shipwreck up here. Yeah. So am I safe? No, it's keeping up with me. That's a problem. Okay, well, we're gonna set course to the asteroid belt real quick. just because I need to test this thing is going to work. So, change course. Really kind of wish we had our old missile boat, because in theory that would be able to take it out rather quickly with just some homing missiles. Here are some asteroids, which are great for getting resources. Come on, thrusters. Okay, here we are. Stop, stop, stop! Okay, maybe you shouldn't stop. Yeah, no, it's still chasing us, still shooting at us, everything. I mean, it doesn't do much damage. And we can keep the asteroid kind of in between it and us. And see kind of how well our little mining drill's doing. This is definitely better than the previous one I just had installed. I don't even know if I'm hitting anything, though, is the problem. Because we don't have that front camera to really aim at anything specifically. But right now I'm just worried about dodging fire from that little fighter there. Maybe we should have built a fighter this episode instead of a mining ship. That probably would have been a little safer. Ow. Nope. Go away. Ow. I don't have anything you want, guy. Go away. Man, he's kind of wasting these asteroids too, because he's shooting them and then also breaking the blocks on the other side. No. No. Okay, this thing is not really losing us. So what I'm gonna do, just change course real quick. We're going to I'm not in the normal system, am I? I'm in a different system than normal. Okay, let's go to just get going in speed, and we're going to search for 000. So yes, this is that system, and there's a trade station right here. We're gonna plot path to that. And I don't know if those things have guns. I hope they have guns, because if they do, it might shoot that pirate on our tail. I mean, it's such a small little pirate too. I mean, it only has 959 shields, it has 1.9k armor, 4.7k structure, so it would be pretty weak for sure. I could, I guess, in theory, disconnect the cannon computer, maybe? I don't know how to do that off the top of my head. And I actually lost it just now, so that's pretty cool. Good. Well, that's a bonus. We can actually go back to mining, maybe. I'm gonna have to reboot the systems, though. For a couple reasons. One, we took some damage, and if I add any more blocks to it without it being at 100%, system failures can occur. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, so we're back into our system. And don't see any asteroids nearby. About 5 seconds till we are able to change our ship. This, by the way, this right here, this is the traders station. I don't know what this is used for or anything, but it does look very nice. And this is stuff that you can find throughout StarMade. StarMade generates random derelict ships, pirate stations, or I guess trading stations now that will give you some pretty cool stuff to find, and they look really nice as well. It does not look like it has any weaponry. Alright, let's just throw that camera on the front now. Which I can just throw, right there. Now the question is, how do I change view again? How do I do that? Options. Let's go to the controls. Keyboard, of course. Ship. Change ship mode. Ship build mode. Next cockpit. So it looks like the mouse. So the keyboard keys. Alright, now we don't have to look at our ugly vessel. And we can actually give it a proper test on mining. Because mining, getting this out of the way, being able to produce the resources I need in the long run, it's going to be very useful. So we're just going to go straight down, as this shop is actually near this asteroid belt kind of orbit line. And that'll give us some more asteroids. We can give this thing a test. And then I don't know what to do with it. I want to make an actual good looking mining barge eventually with like little mining drones that go out and shoot out from the sides and collect the ore. Possibly even have some defensive little fighters on it. You know, I think that would be very cool. There's some of our asteroids that we want. Let's stop. There we go. Hello, sun. You're super fucking bright. Okay, stop again. There. So we don't have many beams if you think about it. But I mean it does take little chunks, which is good. We can add more though. So let's find, that's a cannon computer, salvage module, salvage module, salvage computer. There we go. And then set this to what? Let's do 5. And we can just extend the barrel out. Like that. So we get a little bit more length, which increases how powerful they are. We also need to change where the camera is. Camera is right there. Now it is right here. There. So that mines a lot quicker. Now this asteroid is actually, the main rock material is something to turn into a crystal, so we can actually mine this whole thing up and potentially sell it if we wanted to. Another good way to build is possibly just mining resources, selling them, and then using your money to purchase the actual ship parts you need. Instead of going through the whole refining process and the factory process, you can just buy your resources if that's something you want to do in the game. And I'm really just kind of mining aimlessly on this thing. It's usually best to just focus on these shards and crystals because they give you the most crystal composite and metal mesh combined, and then they also give crystals themselves. So capsules, I guess, is what I'm trying to say instead of crystals. And there's a nice little chunk. So you can see mining can go relatively quick if you put a whole bunch of salvage computers on here. People will make giant earth-eating kind of, they almost function like vacuum cleaners if you think about it. Let's see, there's some asteroids over there. Wasn't I close to some other ones? I want to see what other materials there could be before I head back. Maxite, Nox, Shard, Varus. Varus is a crystal for sure. Uh-oh, don't ram it. If I ram this thing, it does have physics enabled, so it will start tumbling through space. I don't know if it goes indefinitely, but it definitely goes a far way. So I'll just dig a little hole, get that little ore chunk. Oh, this has a lot right here. Nice, nice, great, good. So here in a couple episodes, we're definitely going to be starting the base. I definitely need to still take names for those who have missed the first episode to potentially name our faction and what we're going to be calling ourselves. And then also, I need to start building hangars, other ships, storage modules, or factories, getting all that up and running. I think that's going to be pretty much the next couple episodes, trying to survive here in StarMade. So I'm going to continue mining, of course, between episodes, and slowly work on the base, and slowly work on our territory. And until then, if you guys enjoyed the episode, feel free to leave a like. Go ahead and leave a comment if you have any suggestions, ideas on what I should be doing. Go ahead and check out my other videos if you're new. Subscribe. You guys know what to do by now. Yeah, so until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time in some more StarMade.